Asterisk, have you ever wondered why, no matter how hard you try, peace feels so far away? You've read the books, listened to podcasts, chased achievements, and yet, something deep inside you still whispers, this isn't it. Most of us are taught to believe that happiness is something out there, in success, in relationships, in wealth, or recognition. But what if I told you? The very thing you're searching for has been inside you, all along. The truth is, you're not lost, you're just disconnected from yourself. This video is not a lecture, it's an invitation, a journey inward, because the most important universe you'll ever explore is the one within your own mind. Welcome to INNERVERSE, a space created to help you see yourself clearly, break free from illusions, and experience a peace that no external thing can give you. From the moment we are born, society teaches us to chase, to compete, to be more, do more, and achieve more, we're told. Once you have enough, you'll finally be happy. And so we run. We run after jobs, relationships, and status. But think about it. How many times have you said to yourself, once I get this, I'll finally feel good? You got the thing, but how long did it last? A week, a month, maybe a year. That's the hedonic treadmill. No matter how much you achieve, your mind resets, and you start craving more. Carl Jung once said, your vision will become clear only when you look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams? Who looks inside awakens. The world has convinced us to look everywhere but inward, and that's why so many people feel empty, even when they seem successful. Alan Watts, the philosopher, said that most of us mistake the map for the territory. Our thoughts are not reality, they're only representations of it. But because we live inside our minds, we forget that simple truth. Your mind can be a prison, but it's also the key. Think about it. Every belief you hold about yourself. I'm not good enough. I'll never be happy. I don't deserve love. These are thoughts, not facts. But when you repeat a thought long enough, it feels like reality. As children, we were born free, curious, full of life. We didn't judge ourselves. We didn't compare ourselves to others. But over time, we absorbed messages from parents, teachers, and culture. Many of those beliefs weren't even ours, yet they became the lens through which we see everything. Carl Jung called this the shadow self. The parts of us we push away because we retold they were not acceptable. Maybe you were told not to cry, not to be angry, not to dream too big, and so you buried those feelings. But burying them doesn't make them disappear. They show up in your fears, your habits, your relationships. That's why the journey of healing begins with turning inward and shining a light on what you've been avoiding. But here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Stillness is terrifying. If you sit in silence long enough, all your suppressed fears, regrets, and insecurities rise to the surface. That's why Blaise Pascal once said, all of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. When was the last time you just sat with yourself, without your phone, without music, without distractions? It's uncomfortable at first, but beneath that discomfort is the peace you've been craving all along. Like an ocean, your mind seems stormy at the surface. Thoughts crash into one another, but if you dive deep enough, there's calm. Meditation and mindfulness are not about forcing your mind to stop thinking. They're about creating distance between you and your thoughts. You are not your mind. You are the awareness observing your mind. Another thing that keeps us trapped is perfectionism. We live in a world where social media constantly reminds us of what we don't have. Everyone else seems happier, more attractive, more successful, and so you start believing you're not enough. But remember this. Social media is a highlight reel. You're comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's best moments. Carl Jung believed that life is not about being perfect. It's about being whole. He once said, I'd rather be whole than good. To be whole is to embrace your flaws, mistakes, and contradictions. Real transformation doesn't come from fixing yourself. It comes from accepting yourself. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, men are disturbed not by things, but by the view they take of them. Meaning, suffering often comes not from reality itself, but from your interpretation of it. Next time you feel stressed, ask yourself, is it the situation itself, or the story I'm telling myself about it? When you realize this, you gain power. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can always control how you respond. That's freedom, and freedom is available to you right now. You don't need a perfect life to feel peace. You need a new relationship with yourself. So, how do you begin? First, observe your mind without judgment. When a thought arises, watch it like a passing cloud. Second, embrace your shadow. Journal, meditate, have the courage to face what you've been hiding. Third, Practice stillness every day. Even 5 minutes of silence can change your nervous system. Fourth, cut out distractions. Technology is powerful, but peace requires space. And finally, live with intention. Ask yourself every day, is this action leading me closer to the life I want? As you do this, something incredible happens. You stop reacting to life. You stop needing constant validation. You stop running. And for the first time, you feel free. Not because everything in your life is perfect, but because you've reconnected with yourself. Viktor Frankl, who survived concentration camps, wrote, "Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances. That is your power, and no one can take it away from you." If this message resonates with you, know that this is just the beginning. INNERVERSE is a space for seekers. For people who are ready to challenge their beliefs, embrace their inner world, and unlock their potential. Each week, we'll explore ancient wisdom, modern psychology, and tools to help you find meaning and peace. So take a deep breath. You're not broken. You're not behind. You are exactly where you're meant to be. The journey doesn't start tomorrow or after you achieve some future goal. It starts now with one decision: to look inward. If you're ready to dive deep, subscribe to INNERVERSE and join us on this journey through the most mysterious and powerful universe of all, the one within you. Asterisk.